Coming up on OWL TV News, a FAU professor is teaching students how to go green by letting them play video games in class.
Also, can't make walk-in days and don't want to wait for an appointment? Try the convenient new way of getting your academic advising on the go.
And later, check out our exclusive interview with internet celebrity and FAU student Eric Dunn.
Stay tuned for all of this and more right here on OWL TV News.
Hello everyone and welcome to OWL TV News. I'm Brittany Silva.
And I'm Taylor Bergman. Thank you for joining us.
Most professors frown upon the use of technology in class, but one FAU professor is throwing that rule out the window by using video games to teach students about nature and going green. OWL TV's Ashley OG has more on this unique teaching method.
Video games come in a variety of genres, but FAU's Professor Swanstrom promotes environmental awareness through video games.
FAU's Department of Arts and Letters is home to many talented individuals. One in particular is Professor Swanstrom.
So my primary research areas are the history of science and technology, science fiction, which is my favorite genre, and natural history. But I'm particularly interested in current technology, digital technology, and how it is changing the ways that we understand what the humanities are. And that field is called the digital humanities, and that's something I'm very invested in.
With the evolution of technology, Professor Swanstrom pushes forward to promote environmental awareness through her lecture on greening in the game.
Greening the game is part of a research project that I started in 2010. And the purpose of the project is to look at ways that digital technology and digital art can actually intervene positively in environmental awareness and ecological concerns. So greening the game is one aspect of that, where I look at online games, video games, which people kind of think of as maybe disconnecting people from nature. And instead I look at games that actually try to promote nature or ecological awareness. When people would talk about the internet in popular discourse or popular media, they would tend to treat it as this sort of evil science fictional entity, you know, along the lines of like a Skynet or the Matrix or these kinds of things. And it seemed that this was not a fair rap. And so that's something that started getting me thinking about intersections between the natural world and the technological world, because they're not different things at all. They're actually the same thing, even though we might like to think of them as two separate things.
While some FAU students don't have a green thumb, greening in the game left them with a lasting impression.
Definitely seems a lot more aware of the cultural implications of gaming on society as a whole, which is very important, obviously. This was definitely an enlightening experience just to see how something as simple as the environment can be included into video games in a meaningful and impactful way.
So would you tell other people about this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely would, especially like friends that I know who are environmental and like games. I will definitely tell them. And then people who like games but know nothing about environmental, I'll probably be like, yo, you should check this out.
Apart from being a professor and a researcher, Professor Swanstrom has the potential to make video games for her loved ones.
I decided it would be a nice birthday present for him to make a video game for it. So I used Scratch, which is a free online programming language that anyone in the world can use. In fact, it was designed by MIT to help children learn how to program. And so basically, I was able to make a sort of Space Invaders game based off of his comic. And it was tons of fun. And I would encourage it for anyone interested in gaming because it's a great learning exercise.
Phi Delta Theta fraternity hosted an eating contest at Munchie's on 20th Street for their Spring Rush event, and they had quite a large turnout.
Ask any student who's been at FAU for more than one semester, and they'll have stories about academic advising that would make any student want to crawl back in bed until graduation. But FAU is trying to relieve some of that stress with an option that makes getting answers easier than finding your car. OWL TV's Brooke White tells us how.
FAU has implemented a new strategy to improve academic advising, and it takes place right in the parking garages. Monday and Thursday, advisors can be found in parking garage 1 and 2 between the hours of 5 and 7. Academic advisor Roy Kaplan describes how they decide to park themselves in the garages.
We're at the point here at FAU where there's an increasingly diverse student population, and a large percentage of the students now, I think it's up to 12%, don't take classes during the traditional hours anymore. So a student, a non-traditional student, if they have a job or, something that takes up their whole day, they have class from 5 o'clock on. So they're not even here when the traditional office will be open to give them, advising or to give them assistance in other areas. So we're trying to reach out mainly to those commuter students in here that might not be able to take part in advising traditionally.
From freshmen to seniors, students can receive general advising walking to and from their cars, making it easy and convenient.
As kind of like a generalist. So if a first or second year commuter student comes by, or any student for that matter, I can advise them specifically on their 1,000 and 2,000 level courses and kind of go in depth about it. However, if a third or fourth year student comes in, 3,000, 4,000 level classes or above, my job there is to give them show them how to read their courses, show them by doing a DARS audit what they have left and what they've taken at this point, and kind of empowering them. And from there, my job will be to refer them to their advisor in their department and to provide them with a contact name and show them how to set up an appointment through Starfish, or give them a phone number to contact. So kind of serve as a liaison in that sense.
The security kiosks of the garages have become the advisor's nightly offices. Advisor Roy Kaplan goes through the process of advising a student in their new offices.
We start talking, I'm able to bring them over here, pull up their transcript on my laptop, and actually go through, formal advising steps, pull up their audits, and kind of go in depth about advising sessions here. So it's really handy. It's very comfortable, and the air conditioner makes those hot days downright bearable. So.
Commuter students now have the opportunity to visit an advisor during their nighttime school hours. I'm Brooke White, LTV News.
FAU's Boca campus may be the largest, but it certainly isn't the only one with big things happening. FAU's Jupiter campus is giving us a run for our money with their event, a family affair where the Ngugi family of authors read excerpts from their famous books and later signed copies for those who waited in line.
Coming up after the break, take a look at what's new with the University Press. Also, catch up with internet and Vine celebrity Eric Dunn.
And don't forget to stay tuned for entertainment news and sports highlights.
Welcome back, Owls. Internet celebrity Eric Dunn may not be running shirtless through suburban neighborhoods anymore, but he is still running through the halls of FAU. And he's also running to LA to film a pilot for a new TV show. Owl TV and the University Press find out what else Eric is getting done.
One FAU student doesn't just have a presence in the classroom, but also on the internet. Eric Dunn has become a social media superstar with 2.9 million Vine followers, 200,000 YouTube subscribers, and over 120,000 Twitter followers. Emily Crean from the UP sits down and gets to know more about the face behind the screen.
Okay. So tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I was born in Pennsylvania, but I was raised in Florida pretty much my whole life, and I decided to come to FAU for my collegiate career.
Okay, and then when you got here, you started on Vine. Can you tell us why you got started on Vine and your experience with it since?
Yeah, so I found Vine, the first Vine on Twitter back in 2013, and I asked the girl that posted it what it was, and she was like, oh, it's Vine. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So I decided to download the app and just started making Vines in my room with my roommate Chip, and we just, did buddy comedy stuff, stereotypical type Vines, and it just blew up from there.
Starting Vine, how has your life changed?
Well, every time I go out, somebody notices me, whether it's a restaurant or at the park or anywhere. It's fun sometimes, but sometimes it gets on my nerves, but you got to deal with it. It comes with it. But I've experienced a lot of new things. I've gotten to travel a lot of places that I never thought I'd ever be. I went to Las Vegas last summer. I went to the EDC Music Festival. Been to LA 6 times since this Vine stuff, and I had never been to the West Coast before. So I've been to Dallas, Texas, and New Orleans, and all because of Vine. So this Vine stuff's pretty exciting, and I'm enjoying it.
Do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully I have this FAU degree in my hand in 5 years, but I'm trying to take my talents to the big screen, do like television, acting, and movies hopefully. And
into acting, and you just filmed a pilot TV show, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
yeah, so we filmed this pilot called Meatheads, me, Chase Hawk, and Robbie Ayala, and it's about these 3 personal trainers that just, you know, are living life and have these jobs in a gym, and they try to keep their jobs and just do crazy stuff in the gym. And it's coming out next month, February, so stay tuned. I'm really excited for that.
Number 1, are you single?
Yes.
Number 2, celebrity crush and why?
Ariana Grande, because she's the prettiest girl in the music industry right now.
3, who's the coolest person you've met since Vining?
I'd say Michael Persad, Chase Hawk, my boy over there, and Robbie Ayala, you know, FAU students. Gotta stick together.
Last question, who would play you in a movie?
Anybody? Like,
Yeah, just anyone.
probably Will Smith. He'd play me. People say I sound like him, like on camera and in Vines and stuff. And in my music, they say I sound like Will Smith a lot, so.
Okay, and speaking of your music, would you sing for us?
What do you want to hear?
I don't want to say it.
Do you want me to sing that song though?
Yeah,
All right.
but not to me, like you can do it to the camera.
Let me seduce the camera real quick. Let me eat your ass, so I don't have to go to my class. Vocals, Emily.
That was really good, thank you.
Thank you.
And also, thank you for the interview, Eric.
No problem.
Great getting to know you.
Thank you for having me.
In an effort to increase student turnout at the FAU home football games, Student Body President Michael Cepeda has gotten the athletics department to move the student section from the north side to the south side, directly in front of the video board. The move will displace the season ticket holders, and the south section will become a family fun zone. Cepeda also says the move may keep students cool because the north side has more shade.
Looking for an exciting new organization to join? The FAU men and women's lacrosse teams might be just the thing.
Hey Owls, did you know that we have a lacrosse team? We're giving you the inside scoop to FAU's club sport for men and women.
Okay, my name's Mike Galvin. I'm the head coach at FAU Lacrosse. I've been coaching for over 40 years. I tell anybody that wants to come out for the tournament, come out. You want to play, we have a place for you in the team.
Hi, my name is Nathan Smith, and I'm an attackman, and this is my 5th year on the team. I'm currently a sophomore. I helped start the team along with Ray Williams and John Davis back in 2011.
I'm Tyler Grubbs. I'm a senior at FAU. I think practice is probably the place where we get the most work done and gives us the best feel for what we're going to do during a game. For anybody who wants to come out and join FAU's lacrosse team, a bunch of guys out here who just enjoy playing the sport, want to get better, and hope to make some big news in the MCLA, lacrosse community.
Hi, my name is Randy Davis. I'm the head lacrosse coach for the FAU women's lacrosse team. I think it's a solid team. We have a small team, but we have probably the tightest knit team that we've ever had.
I'm Emma Vita. I'm a sophomore and I play midfield. This season I think we're looking really good for a lot of people playing for the first time together. We seem to have a lot of team chemistry, and hopefully this will only get better as the season goes on.
Our team is still open. We invite anyone who wants to come out and play, who's played lacrosse before, to come out and help us out.
I hope this is enough info for you to want to get involved in lacrosse.
To find out how you can get involved in lacrosse, please visit FAUlacrosse.com.
With student government elections this month, candidates are campaigning hard to receive the most votes. You can vote online February 24th on My FAU under the Student tab.
For this week's Street Talk, Madison Bakich sneaked through the aisles of the Wimberley Library to catch student reactions on recent tweets.
Hi guys, I'm in the library and we're playing the new game that's sweeping the nation called Read This Tweet. If you need any explanation as to how the game works, you should not be at an accredited university. Alright, let's go.
If you don't drink, then all of your stories suck and end with, and then I got home.
Perfect, thank you.
One day I sneezed and someone called me a private number, and I answered and they said bless you and hung up.
Okay, thank you.
My school had a bomb threat because the administration tried to ban yoga pants. Alrighty then.
Hi. Hi, I'm calling for Owl TV. I was wondering if I could get you to like read a tweet for me.
Dad.
No.
Okay, the people that go out of their way to announce they didn't watch the Super Bowl are absolute worst.
Do you agree with that? Are you one of those people?
I mean, no, I didn't watch it, but I don't announce it.
Give me the phone.
Have to wake up in 5 hours, and I just started making a 3-course meal. Who's hungry?
Whales do not drink coffee in public.
I am free, and that is why I am lost. Don't get it.
I don't get it either. Isn't it annoying when people tweet that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
thank
why
you.
I don't have a Twitter.
What?
That's why I don't have a Twitter.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a Twitter. You can react however you want to.
In security line, TSA agent just said to a slow guy, "Sir, I need you to try harder." TSA, I can't stay mad at you.
When did, let's get lunch or something, started meeting? We're never hanging out.
That went so well.
Okay, what if I mess up?
If you mess up, you have to immediately leave the library.
What?
If you mess up, you have to leave the library. I don't make the rules.
Oh, shit. You guys can edit that, right?
I think we had to edit me saying that too.
Feeling or feeling?
I think it's supposed to be feeling.
Feeling. Alright. Feeling like at this point, Tinder and Uber should just merge.
Could you speak up?
Can I be louder?
Yeah.
If I don't get kicked out with you guys, you're gonna kick me out. Feeling like at this point, Tinder and Uber should just merge.
Alright, thank you.
Just kidding.
You're in my microphone way.
Okay, how you doing, LTV? Best way to fix unemployment, get everyone a job at the DMV. That would cut the wait time in line down to 2 hours. We good?
Yeah, that was good.
We straight?
Thank you. Would you like to join our show?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all for me. Back to you in the studio.
This week in the University Press, Cub Scouts visit Alameda to inspire them to attend college. Also, we've all been walking through the breezeway and have been stopped about one petition or another. Most of the time, we ignore the petitioners, but the UP set out to find out who these people are and how much money they make. FAU's signing day is officially over and 27 people got signed. Check out upressonline.com for the full list.
And you can also check out Owl Radio's new show on SoundCloud.com.
And now, Owls, we're introducing a new segment where Alexis Pena recaps the highlights of our show in American Sign Language to spread awareness of the hearing impaired community here at FAU.
Thank you, Alexis. Now let's go over to Dallas Foy and Joey Melendez with the entertainment news this week.
Hey Owls, I'm Joey Melendez.
And I'm Dallas Foy. Welcome, Owls, to Entertainment News.
This week, Jimmy Fallon brought The Tonight Show back out to LA for a new episode capturing the hearts of 90s kids everywhere, with an opening performance reenacting the famous intro to The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The parody shows the late-night show host in bright and baggy street clothing inspired by Will Smith's 1990s character. During the song, we see an appearance from Carlton doing his iconic dance. Jazz also makes an appearance driving Fallon in the classic taxi to the LA Universal Studios. Fallon followed this performance by taking us down memory lane to his old high school days at the fictional Bayside High with his fellow classmates from Saved by the Bell. Mario Lopez and a few of the other cast members had the pleasure of reuniting on set for this special performance. Each of the 90s stars took to their Instagram to promote the performance by expressing their joy in being together once again.
Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina, was recently hospitalized after being found face down in a tub full of water. Her condition has not gotten better, but her family members remain hopeful. Sources say she is having brain activity, though.
That is still very tragic. The 57th Annual Grammys is set to broadcast live from LA on Sunday, February 8th. With the talents of AC/DC, Mary J. Blige, Lady Gaga, Sam Smith, and John Legend, the all-star lineup will be a success for music fans of all genres. The list continues to impress. Katy Perry was announced as the final entertainer to be added after her Super Bowl performance in the arena during the halftime show.
That was a great performance.
It was. After riding in the sky on a shooting star, let's see what Perry and the others have planned to excite the crowd during this weekend's biggest night in the music industry.
The new Snapchat updates allow snappers to be exposed to news worldwide. You can tap and discover news articles from 12 different networks, including Cosmo, CNN, Daily Mail, and ESPN.
Wow, that's cool. I can't wait to check it out.
I know.
This week's Hoot Wisdom Artist Shoutout goes to country singer Amy Monk for their Hoot Wisdom single, At the End of the Day.
Congratulations, Amy. We look forward to hearing more of your work soon.
And now, Owls, let's fly on over to sports.
Hi, my name is Pierce Sargent, the Blue Wave Sports Show, and I'm on the road in Miami to watch our Owls take on the Panthers of FIU. The Owls got off to a very slow start in the first half by only shooting 17% from the three-point line and 26% overall. They only scored a total of 16 points in the first half as they went into the locker room down by 20. The second half was much better for the Owls on the offensive end by scoring 40 points in the half. Here's head coach Michael Curry on what changed in the second half.
In the half, the first half we didn't get any stops, and so we started pressing on make shots, and we didn't make any shots. 7 field goals, I think, in the first half. Came out the second half, concentrated on getting stops, was able to get in transition, get some layups. Knocked down a couple open jumpers, but got it into the paint. Just did things better in the second half.
The scoring was led by Justin Massey with 13 points and Justin Rathington with 10. Rathington finished the game with a double-double by posting 14 points and 10 rebounds. Here's head coach Michael Curry on Rathington's performance.
That was good to see him, and we worked him. I didn't want to get him too many minutes over 30, so we right there again at 31 for him. He did well. When he picked up his intensity on Diaz, it made it difficult for him to catch the basketball. Then he came in, and I think Justin ended up with 8 defensive rebounds. That was huge. So he's progressing.
Although the Owls outscored the Panthers by 12 in the second half, it was not enough as they fell to rival FIU by a final score of 64-56. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Pierce. Well, Owls, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Owl TV News.
And don't forget, you can always stay informed by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.